bracketed by dramatic black shutters. Iron Juliet balconies edged the windows of the imposing east and west wings, which jutted out symmetrically on either side of the main hall. The roof was a varied landscape of peaked gables, flat cornices, brick chimneys, and, on the conservatory off the east wing, standing seam metal the color of a polished copper pot. The first place I got felt up was in that conservatory. Garrett, with the great hair, tall, sweet, decent kisser, and no longer in my life because of everything. At the end of the allée, delivery vans and catering trucks packed the roundabout, the flags staked in the grassy center snapping in the breeze of the sound. Staff in black uniforms hurried into and out of the cottage. We'd adopted the Gilded Age nickname, with trays of glassware, round tables, flower arrangements bigger than bar stools. I tapped my brakes for a guy with a stack of boxes, then again for a young woman hauling a crate of liquor bottles. All this commotion for my sister's engagement to her childhood sweetheart. Make no mistake, Maggie and Jack deserved to be celebrated. I just wished I didn't have to face half of Newport in doing it. I heard a mechanical grinding hum, followed by the twin clanks of the gate slamming behind me. Maybe it was the 5 hours on a fabric seat, or being back on the island that had fatigue suddenly tapping at the backs of my eyeballs and raking its fingers down my neck. I came to a full stop at the spot where the driveway branched, one direction looping toward the cottage, the other toward the rear dependencies. I rolled down the windows, took a deep breath, and closed my eyes. When I opened them again, a goat was staring at me, its fur a flat gray, its horns wrapped in what appeared to be white packing foam. The animal ambled past my front bumper, sniffing at the license plate, nosing around the lights, then simply wandered off, nibbling at weeds between the gravel as it went. Sending upwards some half-muttered prayers that the winds would be favorable, that the memories of Newporters would be short, I released my foot from the brake and coasted down the drive. 2. The mammoth bronze front doors to the cottage were open, gas lamps on either side flickering in welcome. Valets in red jackets assisted guests out of their cars. Servers arranged themselves on the stairs, silver trays of champagne in hand. However entitled, I'd loved this place in my youth, thinking the land majestic and mysterious and mine. But technically nothing on this property had been ours for going on 15 years. I made for the service drive lined with delicate purple flowers and snuck in through the basement. The cottage had no shortage of trapdoors, secret passages, hidden call boxes, discreet pulley systems for dumbwaiters, and, what would come in handy for me today, back staircases. Inside was a frenzy. The massive coal-fired stove Maggie and I had used to play restaurant was a staging area for chafing dishes, and the original butcher block island, 10 yards long, was piled with aprons and towels and enough punch bowls for a year of cotillions. A group of caterers charged down the tiled service staircase, a whirlwind of endless demands and barked instructions. The cottage was built, above all else, to impress, to dazzle. This meant hiding the work that enabled its survival, keeping the madness and the sweat tucked away. I let the caterers by, then skipped up 2 flights, where a swinging door dumped me out in the part of the house reserved for the lords and ladies. "That credenza can't be moved!" I flinched at the commanding voice of the land's grande dame and my sister's future mother-in-law, Susie Utterbach, echoing from below. "It's heavier than a damn whale! Just leave it be!" As kids, my siblings and grandmother had put soap and water onto these parquet floors and turned this hallway into a barefoot ice skating rink. Now it was so plushily carpeted I couldn't hear my own quick footsteps. Keep it moving. I recited these words, this prayer in my head.